Welcome to CMJ Level Up Program. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craftsmaster Dice Shooting Journey. This is episode number 64 of the Blue Belt, and we're going to be going through 100 rolls today. At least we're going to try to. And we're going to try something new today that I have not done yet. And we're going to try doing the Crapsy. So if you are just joining in, the Crapsy code is on the screen. And make sure you log in, and then you can play along with my rolls. So let's review our statistics from the first 2,951 throws that we've done so far. And this is all on the blue belt level. So we have a 7 rolls ratio of 6 and a box numbers to 7s ratio of a 3.98. If you look at both of the dice on axis, we're at 45.68%, which is about it's a little over 1% more than what is expected. Our one dice off axis is below what is expected, so that's really good to see. And our both dice on axis is pretty much what is expected. If you look at our strong numbers and our numbers that are, good morning, Victor, and our numbers that are not as strong, this is where you start seeing the differences in the rolls. And again, this is almost 3,000 rolls at the blue belt level. So we, our strong numbers, if you really look at it, are our 2s, the 4s, the 8s, and the 9s. And those are the numbers that we are actually rolling more than what's expected. And, you know, almost 3,000 rolls here, guys, that's a pretty significant sample size. You look at our numbers that are deficient, 3 is slightly deficient, but you look at our 8s and our 10s, and those are numbers that have not rolled as much, and it's not even close to what is expected. So that really shows you the influence of practice, the influence of trying to throw the dice in a consistent manner. So let's go back here, guys. Let's get the Crapsy set up here and ready to go. So Victor developed his own charting method that can be used in live play. That's awesome. Yeah, Bone Tracker is what I use because it's simple, and it's because it's something that I can actually have other people use if they want to use it. I also went through and created my own program, Victor, something I never released to anybody. And the program that I created was actually really cool because I can enter in all the results, and it shoots out every single possible dice set that's out there. And if I would have rolled, let's say I'm using a hardware set, a 5454 hardware set, and I roll 639, and it's going to shoot out every other dice set that's out there, and it'll tell me what that result would have been. So that's really nice to use in that aspect. So let's get Crapsy started here. This is my first time trying it, guys, and let's see if it works. So make sure you log on to Crapsy and play along. I have a $10 minimum bet table, max bet of $1,000. Has 3, 4, 5 odds. And this is going to be a learning experience here. So let's go with our first roll for the day. And we're going to start off with a 437. So it is a 7 come out. And this is going to be interesting to do the Crapsy and my regular one. So we have a 437, and we'll do 437. Let's do this. There we go. Good. Now we got this all set up. It should hopefully go really good from here on out. So we'll see how it goes. We'll stop our betting here on Crapsy. And that's going to be something that I'm going to have to remember to do. And we have a 167, another come out 7. This is the bad 7. And yesterday, George had made a comment about the energy in my dice. I didn't have enough energy in the dice. And I was trying to figure out what we could do with that. And I was kind of contemplating last night. I'm going to try to keep things the same right now. And I'm going to try to work on his concept of trying to add a little bit more energy in the dice. I know one of the things that I've been preaching is trying to minimize the energy in the dice as much as possible. We have a 5, 4, center field 9 for our come out number. So our first point is going to be 549. Good morning, Clay. And for those of you just joining in, I'm going to try doing Crapsy today. This is the first time using it, so the table code is on the screen here. I also have it as a pin message. Guys, let me know how it's going with that. I am a novice with that. Also, in the beginning, I went through and I showed my statistics for the first 3,000 rolls, or 2,951 rolls on the blue belt level here. And we have a 268, easy 8. This is going to be a little bit confusing here while I get this all set up here going forward. Good morning, Bam. Okay. And dice out. And we have a 437 double pitch. And that was the short first roll here. So videos last night. A lot of people went live last night. Jeff went live a couple times. He had his preparing for Las Vegas videos. Alfredo went live a couple times. He did his talking craps with Alfredo last night. And Chris had a video last night, the next episode of his March Madness tournament. So a lot of people went live last night, and a lot had various amounts of material covered. 6612 boxcars. But the two videos last night that actually mattered as far as having any influence or impact on myself was our international shooting competition videos. And we had 3 people go last night, so we only have 3 more people left. And the 3 people that went last night did not have very successful rolls. And we have a 415, no field 5. That is our come out. So that being said, I actually have locked in a spot for the final 8 people. So I am really happy about that. So when round 3 starts up, and I have to find out what the specific rules are for round 3. And we have a 3-5-8, easy 8. I do know that the third round is going to be a scoring round, meaning that you're going to be able to build points up, and you're going to be going up against one other person. So it's going to be a head-to-head match. So you're going to be going against one other person, and the winner of that match is going to be going on to the final 4 people. So I have to find out exactly how many rolls it is, all that type of stuff. So I'm going to hopefully figure that out within the next couple of days here. So that way I can start preparing for the next round. And we have a 5-6 Minbo Yo. That was roll number 5. And I apologize if I'm going a little bit fast on the crapsy thing here, but we're trying to get 100 rolls in for our session here. And we have a 4-5-9. Center field 9. The rail tracking system that you're talking about, Clay, I did a video on as well. And I kind of showed that, at least some version of it, on the Blue Belt level of this level up program here. And I think it's something that you need to practice. 6-8, easy 8. I think it's something that people need to practice when they're practicing at home, so that way they can get used to doing it, and it can become a habit when they're actually at the casino. So works really well as long as you keep up on it. And we have a 2-6-8 again. Easy 8. Kind of hit the mixing bowl on that one, and we have a 5-7. And that is a 7 out. Double pitch of the dice. Bam, that was a specific video. If you go back into one of my playlists, I can't remember which playlist it was. I went through a bunch of different ways that you can actually track the rolls at the table, as well as different ways you can track the roll on at home on the table if you if you want to do that. I also went through a whole bunch of videos on rack management. Um, so check those out. I'll have to look and I'll let you know on the next level up session which playlist that was. But if you look through, you should be able to find it. 145, no fill 5. I know that was a whole series of videos that I did that, and that was part of the series. And I want to say there's like 30 or 40 videos in that series that I had gone through, but there was only about 4 or 5 of them that were related to tracking the rolls, and then like about 4 or 5 of them that were related to rack management. And we have a 516 Easy 6 mixer. So this is taking a tiny bit longer than what I normally do because we're trying to run 2 different computers at the same time, 2 different programs at the same time. Um, I give it to Jeff and everybody else, Alfredo and everybody else that's using Crapsy. Because it definitely is an added thing. We have a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. It is the craft skills playlist. You are 100% accurate in that. Now that you say that, that does make 100% sense. And like I said, there's a whole bunch of different videos out there. I know Rack Management did one that John does. I did one that Jeff does. East Coast Crafts uses the same one as Jeff. Um, I came up with one of my own. So it was a variety of different things that I had done. I also did etiquette videos in that series. Um, and I also did a responsibilities, 3 responsibility videos. One on shooter's responsibility, one on bettor's responsibility, and I forget what the last one was. 4610, Waylon's best friend in the end, Papa Joe. And 617. That is the bad 7. We have a off axis on both dice. So we've had some kind of short rolls here today. I want to say part of it is because I'm preoccupied with trying to get everything entered in correctly here. Again, if you are a member of Crapsy, make sure you log on to the table that I'm running right now. I'm entering all the rolls in on that table so you can see how you would do with my rolls as far as betting is concerned. And we have a come out of a 6-4-10, Waylon's best friend in the end. And a 2, 6, 8, easy 8. So I was putting out 3 shorts a week, and I did not film any, but I'm going to be probably putting out a long form video in the next 1 to 3 days. And it's going to be another dice setting video. So, and I forget what the number is, but you guys will recognize the dice set once it comes out. And we have a 617. Both dice off axis again. And something that we need to look into here and see if we can fix that off axis deal. So we have a 6-5 Mimbulio, Chiro in the house. And a 628, easy 8. So that is our point here. Let's see if we can get a little bit of length into our roll here. And we have a 538. So our point was 8. That is a point hit. And a 415, no field 5. It's going to take a little getting used to this entering everything in here. And we have a 5-5 hard 10. Puppy paws. We were throwing a lot of those yesterday. And I just signed up for Crapsy this morning, so I'm gonna have to play around with it and see what all the different options are. We have 2 hard 4, ballerina, and I know that there's a lot of people that are starting to enter the craps community here basically because of the Crapsy live play or live rollouts, if you will. And that is a really nice thing to see happening. And we have a 1-5 mixer. There we go. I keep on forgetting to lock the bets out. And a 1-3-4 Big Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. So plans this weekend, I don't know how much I actually have going on. I'm gonna try to do a rollout tomorrow morning. I will not guarantee it right now, but I'm gonna give it a try and see if I can fit it in the morning. And we have a 2-5-7 double pitch. And that is a 7 out. So we're kind of going through a little phase here where our rolls are really not overly long, which I think is what averages the rolls out. We have 1-3-4 Big Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. That is our come out. And that is following up here, guys, the longer sessions that we had. Last couple of weeks, we've been doing really well with our throwing sessions. So we'll get back to the good rolls here. And again, now that we have the Crapsy program going on, hopefully people could take these rolls that we're doing and they can actually make some profits off of it. And we have a 5-4 center field 9. And we need to change that because I was wrong on that one. So we're going to go to a 5-4-9. There you go. 5-4-9. I don't know if that worked. We'll find out. So if you guys make sure you go out and check out the March Madness videos from Chris Dice Degen. Tell you what, the last few people that he has had on there, we have a 235, no field 5. The last few people that he's had on there have not had very successful rolls. In other words, Randy was not nice to either strategy. Without giving away a lot of information about it. But things are very slim picking on the random rolls that Chris is throwing out there. So it is a tough win, whichever strategy does win. And we have a 369 center field 9. I know that the strategies that went yesterday was I cannot remember who it was, but he went up against the quarter pounder with ease. And he went, instead of going 2 hits with the quarter pounder with ease, he actually went 3 hits before coming down. And I think he played 66 inside, the skill 66 rather than a 44 inside. And we have a 268. And a 134. That is our point. Big Joe from Crapsmaster Journey. And that was roll number 6 for the shooter. We're going on roll number 7 here. Dice are feeling a little bit off center, but we'll readjust here. And our new point is a 639, center field 9. Come on, get this grip down. And a 246, easy 6. I am glad the week is coming to an end here. I work a Monday through Thursday night schedule, so I am done with my work schedule for the week. And it was a intense week for me. So it's gonna be good to get back on a relaxing schedule for a couple days. And we have a 5-4 center field 9. And 4-6-10, Waylon's best friend, way on the end, Daddy Joe. And we got a 4-5-9, center field 9. And that was roll number 11. That is a repeater win, so that's nice. So that is something that would add points in to the shooter competition and would go to my benefit. And we've got a 5-1 mixer. So finally, we have a roll that's worthy of anything. And 4-3-7, double pitch. And that is a 7 out. So that was our first semi-decent roll. We have an SOR so far today of a 7.3, though, an SRR of a 5.5. So that isn't the worst compared to the length of the rolls that we've had today. I don't think we've had anything overly great, really. Good morning, CRC. Thank you. So for those of you just joining in, we are trying Crapsy today. Code is on the front screen there. Hopefully everything's working the way it needs to be working. And also in the beginning of this video, I went through and reported out my first almost 3,000 rolls. We have a 2, 6, 8, easy 8. 8 came easy here. And by almost 3,000 rolls, I mean that we had 2,951 rolls. So that's what we have it. And the numbers on axis, off axis are not too bad. I'm about a percentage point above or below on almost every category. You gotta kind of look at that. But what's really interesting again with the whole statistics portion of it is the numbers that I've been throwing in pockets, if you will. The strong numbers compared to also the numbers that are not so strong, the weak numbers. For example, I am extremely low on the 10, which I just threw for 6-10. And that is Waylon's best friend on the end. And we also talked a little bit about the shooting competition. I did actually finally qualify for the final 8 people. And I was actually kind of scared. Magic aces. We haven't had that roll today yet. And that is another one of my strong numbers. But I was starting to get a little scared with that 14 roller. And, but it was enough to get me through. I'm currently in 5th place of the top 8. And again, there's 3 more shooters that are left for the competition for this round. The next one that is in 6th place, and that's Alfredo from Texas Crap Shooters. And we have a 1-5 mixer, Chris from Sideshow Gamble. Also, if you haven't seen his video from like 2 or 3 days ago, it's called the Desert Series. Guys, that video was pretty cool. It was him with one of his co-workers going through, and they're just doing it as a Craps 101 video. So they were going through just the basics, but it was kind of neat to see Chris in a current up-to-date video. It was also kind of neat to see him show a person the game of craps from ground zero. Somebody who knew nothing, or at least claimed to know nothing about craps. And we have a 5-6 Minmo Yo. That was with Jordan, yep. And Jordan also has a YouTube channel as well. I went on and subscribed to it. And we have a double pitch, 4-3-7. So that was 6 rolls on that one. One of the cool things about Chris's Desert Series video, I know this has nothing to do with the video, but it has everything to do with the video, is his opening act, or his opening introduction, which is really, really cool. If you guys make sure you check that out at the very least. 6-4-10, Waylon's best friend on the end. And that was roll number 51 for the day. I'm not really sure who edited that for Chris, but whoever did it, if it was Chris, he did an awesome job. Or if somebody else did it for him, 4-3-7. Somebody else did it for him. They did a really, really good job with that intro. So something really cool. So that was a 0.7 out PSO. So there's a new character on the craps scene, and if you guys look at it, it's called Live Dealer Craps. And that new character goes by the name of Vince Armenti. Good morning, Vince. And we have another come out 7, 4-3-7. Vince said he started a new channel. It's called Live Dealer Craps, so make sure you guys go out and check that out. And he's from the Great White North. Too funny. Way up north there, eh? I was actually going through Facebook this morning, and there's a guy, Charlie Barons. If you guys have not seen him, he's a comedian. Um, and he runs a program or a show called the Manitowoc Minute, 268, Easy 8. And for those of you who do not know, I actually live in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. And he is not from Manitowoc, but he has come here a couple times and did a couple of his shows with the football team here in Manitowoc. Um, so check it out. He's actually kind of funny, and he kind of overemphasizes the accent that we have around this area. And if you've ever seen the movie Fargo, a lot of people around here kind of sound like that. And his big thing is get her done. We have 268, 246, I'm sorry, 246. So check it out, Manitowoc Minute on Facebook. His name is Charlie Burns. I think he lives in California, and he does traveling comedian shows. Really talented guy. And of course, he idolizes the best football team there is out there. And no, that is not the Eagles or Kansas City. That would be the Green Bay Packers. Now it hit the mixing bowl there, guys, and we have a 358. 8 came easy. And a 6-5 Minmo Yo. That's starting to show up a little bit more often today here. So the Bears traded up to number one. They better be looking for a quarterback. You talking about the Packers CRC? If they are, obviously Jordan Love will be the next quarterback here. And he seemed to be doing better than he has in the past towards the end of the last season. Time will tell if he is the level quarterback that we are used to, though. You have to know, though, that he did have a couple years apprenticeship behind one of the best quarterbacks ever, 5.27, and that is a come out 7. Pass line winner. Take the don'ts. So this is rule number 7 coming up. And I think I'm off on the crapsy thing, but we'll get caught up here a little bit maybe. And we have a 5-1 mixer. We're going to try to keep the crapsy going as accurate as I can. I'm actually more concerned about the KPI roll tracker because that is where I'm taking actually the results from the KPI and enter them into Bone Tracker. And I think my mouse is going dead. The batteries on my mouse is going dead for the crapsy. So that might be one of the reasons why it's not working like it should. But we're trying to keep up on it. And we have a 6, 4, 10. Way on the end there, Daddy Joe. That was roll number 8. That was kind of a weird throw, but we have a 3, 5, 8. Easy 8. And this Crapsy is definitely slowing us down for the day. We should be pretty much 3/4, if not 8/10 of the way through here. And we're just over halfway a little bit. So we have to figure something out there. We have a 3, 6, 9, center field 9. And we're going to speed this up a little bit here so we can get through some more rolls. I know I like to go live here for approximately 1 hour, give or take a few minutes. So we're going to get through as many as we can. We have, what, 7 minutes left. And we have Magic Aces again. 1, 1, 2. And we have a 4, 1, 5, no field 5. And a 3, 6, 9, center field 9. So my younger son, who is graduating high school this year, has taken up a liking for the game of chess. And he comes home and he says, "Dad, let's play chess." And I'm like, "Okay." And I'm never had any formal training, just things that I've learned off of the apps, chess apps, as if you will, over the years. So Joe is not the best chess player, but he actually is doing really well, and he's kicking my butt right now. We've played 12 or 13 games now, and he's won every one of them except for one of them. And I promised him that I would be learning more, and I did. The last week or so, I've been practicing quite a bit, and I came close to beating him twice yesterday, but he still waxed my butt. And we have a 1-5 mixer. And this is another nice roll. Finally, we're on roll number 16 coming up here. And we have a 527. So I had to say something. We double pitched it. Well, actually, that's not too bad, guys, because this is a come out 7. Did not know that. So that's a good thing. It is a sign that I'm getting older. Those kids are too darn smart these days. And both of my kids are very intelligent kids. Not always making the best decisions, best choices, but they are very, very intelligent kids. So I am very proud of them. We have a 5-6 mid-yo. The school district that we live in has a youth apprenticeship program. So all juniors and seniors are eligible to participate in this um, apprenticeship program, if you will. And what they do, they sign up for it, and before they start their junior year of high school, companies will come in and interview them for the jobs that they actually apply for. And they get hired as an apprentice, a junior apprentice, if you will, um, for whichever company they applied for. And my older son did the program, and he graduated high school last year, and he did a tool and die apprenticeship. And the really neat thing is that they get done with this tool and die apprenticeship as a junior apprentice, and they already have 2 years of experience. And then usually what happens is the companies will hire them on. And that's exactly what happened for my son is he got hired on for a company, and now they're actually putting him through tool and die schooling. It's I think a 2 or 3 year degree. Um, my younger son is in his second year of his junior apprenticeship as a plumber. And he also is going to get hired on by the company that he's working for after he graduates. And they also are going to put him through an plumbing apprenticeship program. So that's really neat. 2-1 Ace Deuce Alfredo sauce. And Alfredo actually explained last night why he calls that the Alfredo sauce. Because we all know that Waylon calls that saucy. So he thinks Alfredo sauce and saucy are the same. So let's go until we're done with the shooter here today because we are running out of time. So that's why we're referring to it as the Ace Deuce Alfredo sauce. And we have a 134 Big Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. And that was our point. So we're looking for a new come out here again. This has turned out to be quite a roll. We're at 20. This will be 21 coming up here. So if anybody's playing Crapsy, I'm going to check those statistics out when we get done here. If anybody's playing Crapsy, they should be making money off of this roll. And we had a reset on the ATS. So we have a 5-1 mixer. That's our new point. And that was because of that come out 7 that we had that reset everything. So that's not a good thing. Yeah, CRC trade schools are it's a dying breed. It really is. And that's why they're really trying to get these kids, these younger kids involved in those types of programs. I know that my older son, who's in a tool and die, we have a 235, no field 5. I know that he said once he gets done with school, he's be making $30 to $35 an hour starting in that position, which is in Wisconsin here. That's amazing, amazing amount of money. Um, when your average blue collar job probably starts between $18 to $20 an hour, and he's be starting off at $30 to $35 an hour. That's pretty amazing. So. Dice kissed when they got done there. We got a 617. And that is a 7 out. So let's see where we ended up with it today. That was a nice roll at the end there, guys. And we had the sharpshooter that's pays 6-1 on that one. Thank you, CRC. So our rolls today, we had a 13, 23, and 9 and 9, and the rest of them were not too long. So box numbers are slightly above expected. Inside numbers are just about there. 4s and 10s were high. Come out 7s were really high. Horns are low. Fields are average. Hardwoods are very low today, and it was a light side play. You did not interfere at all. So anyhow, hey guys, welcome. Thanks for stopping in today. Again, we gave this crapsy thing a try. We're going to try maybe doing it again next week, and hopefully get in a better groove with it so we can get more rolls in. But right now we're at 75 rolls for the day. But hey, thanks a lot for stopping in, guys. My name is Joe, and this is my Craftsmaster Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Have a great weekend.